Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have been getting a lot of requests on a lot of my cooking recipes that I've had on Instagram, and I've got a lot of you asking to do a video on one of the recipes. So here I am in the kitchen, and I'm about to show you my favorite recipe I've been doing lately. It is so easy, fun, and fast, and it's just super simple, and it's something everybody would love and also very healthy for you. So this is called my vegan goodness, and I've literally been making it twice a week because it is so good. And you can ask anybody in my family, they're not even vegan, but they have been loving it. So if you would like to see this video, just stay tuned and keep watching. All right, so the first step is going to be cutting my vegetables and getting them all prepped for seasoning. And what I am doing right here with the asparagus is just popping it and getting the ends off. This is where it naturally would want to break. So you just kind of like pull it like this, and it'll naturally break off where it is supposed to break off. Okay, so I am done with my asparagus, and now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my potatoes. So for the potatoes, I'm really wanting to do more of a wedge. So it's gonna kind of look like a giant French fry. And I'm just gonna cut it into quarters like this, and then cut it again into quarters. And while you're cutting your vegetables, you can go ahead and preheat the oven to 375. These are Idaho potatoes, so I like the mixture of the yellow and red. All right, so now that my potatoes are cut and then my asparagus is cut, tomatoes are just organic grape tomatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into the pan, and this is just a regular cookie sheet, and I just lined it with aluminum foil to make less of a mess. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of this aside onto the cookie sheet. And then the easy thing about these tomatoes, you just throw them on there and they're good to go. You don't have to cut them. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my garlic. And if you are like me, you are obsessed with garlic and have to put it in every little thing you cook. And normally I would do the whole like smash the garlic and then cut it because they're normally tinier little cloves, but these are big and these are actually from my grandmother's garden. So I'm just gonna half them like this and throw them onto the cookie sheet. Our family, we eat whole chunks of garlic when they're baked. It's so good. And garlic is so good for you too. All right, so now that we have all of our stuff in our pan, you just wanna kind of spread it out so that when we season it, every little piece gets some of the seasoning. All right, so now I'm just taking some extra virgin olive oil and just kind of coating the top of this, just like so that when we do season, that everything sticks to it. Now we're gonna add some pepper. And now we're gonna add some Himalayan sea salt. This is pink, it's so pretty. All right, so I don't know if you have this where you're from. This is definitely a southern thing, but this is called Tony Chacheros, and this is some of the best seasoning I've ever used. It's super spicy. It does have a good amount of salt in it, so I didn't add a ton of salt. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't too salty, but I'm gonna go ahead and pour it everywhere, and this is gonna give it the spice that I like. All right, and then now I'm gonna add some onion powder because I didn't put any onions in here, so I'm not a fan of onions. I don't mind onion powder, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add probably about 2 teaspoons of onion powder. All right, so now I'm gonna add some garlic powder just because the garlic chunks were not enough. Add about a teaspoon or 2 of that. I really like spice if you can't tell, so kind of going crazy with it. Okay, so now that all of this is seasoned up, I'm just going to go ahead and take my hands and just start mixing everything together. And this is where it gets a little messy, but it's super fun. I like being messy in the kitchen. I think everything always tastes better whenever it's a mess. So we're just gonna kind of mix the olive oil in with all of the seasonings and make sure every single vegetable is coated. So you kind of wanna rearrange some veggies and make sure that they're all kind of flat like that. Okay, so now that my oven is preheated for 375, I'm about to stick this in for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna check it and make sure the potatoes are done, and then I'm gonna either take them out or put them in for an additional 5 to 10 minutes. So this is definitely something you're gonna have to watch. You know, after 15 minutes or so, you just wanna kinda keep checking it to make sure your potatoes are brown and definitely cooked all the way. All right, so while the veggies are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start on our sauce for the potatoes. And this is going to need balsamic vinegar, 100% maple syrup, an avocado, and about 1/2 of a lime. So right now I'm pouring in about 2 to 3 teaspoons of maple syrup. Then I'm gonna go ahead and peel my avocado. Honestly, I like using my fingers for everything. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, so now that I have my avocado and syrup, I'm gonna go ahead and mash it, just like this. You can use like a food processor, but I feel like it's easier to just take a fork and just mash it, especially since the avocado is ripe and soft. It's a lot easier just to kind of mash. Okay, so now that that's mashed, I'm gonna go ahead and add my lime. And you can either add lemon or lime. It's just gonna help the avocado keep its color. I'm gonna save this for my water. All right, so now you wanna add about a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar, and then you just kinda wanna stir it up and then taste it. You might add more. Oh, I almost forgot. Also add some salt and pepper. So the balsamic vinegar kinda makes it look a little brown, but it still has a lot of that green color. Okay, so this is perfect. I just tasted it, and now I'm just gonna put this aside and let this sit while the vegetables are still cooking. All right guys, so the potatoes are done, and I'm about to take them out the oven and then show you guys how I'm going to plate them, which is super fun and cool. Oh, they look so amazing. Like, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, like, can you get over this? This is like the best holiday meal there is. Okay, so the idea of plating this is making sure that you get every single vegetable that there is on the plate. So you want the colors to be really pretty. Get both kinds of potatoes first. And I'm not really placing them any special way yet. I'm gonna take some asparagus. Also, just kind of throw it on. Get a couple extra pieces. Just like that. Get some pretty tomatoes. Okay, so as you can see, the plate is done, and then I'm just gonna take this sauce that we have, this avocado maple sauce, and I'm just gonna put it on the side right here. So yeah, you just kind of have to play with it and get the perfect little picture. Okay, since we did use lime, I want to put a little bit of the lime on there too. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and also look in the description box for this recipe. I will be linking everything down below of how I made this. So hope you guys have a great week, and stay tuned for more videos on Paige Danielle.